These NBA stars sunk their shots and their careers, and now they're banned by the NBA forever. But stay tuned to the end of the video, because in some cases, some of these stars got a second chance. O.J. Mayo, a high school sensation, ranked third nationwide, seemed destined for stardom when USC snagged him. But here's the twist. Long before the NBA handed him a red card, O.J. was pocketing green for his college plays. Yup, the NCAA caught on, sidelining him for a decade. But O.J. rebounded, securing a top draft pick with the Minnesota Timberwolves, only to be passed to the Memphis Grizzlies faster than a hot potato.
Couple of overtime games in that stretch. O.J. Mayo off the inbounds, rises over two.
Even bagged the runner-up for Rookie of the Year just behind Derrick Rose. Fast forward, late for practice, benched. A tussle over card game depths, classic O.J. But wait, there's more. He dribbled with the Mavericks and the Bucks, but in 2016, the shocker hit. The NBA banned him for drugs. The league hadn't pulled such a move since Chris Anderson in 2006. This misstep was not just a dent in his wallet, causing him $30 to $40 million, but crushed his NBA dream. After a 2-year timeout, he tried out for an NBA comeback, but ended up swapping NBA courts for Egypt's sandy basketball arenas, riding camels, and enjoying the pyramids. Some players hang up their jerseys, but Jack Molina traded his for prison stripes. Snagged third in the 1953 NBA draft, Molina quickly made a name for himself, snatching an All-Star title by 1954. But before the confetti could settle, the NBA gave him the timeout of a lifetime. At Columbia University, while busy setting records, he was also setting himself up. Broke and hungry for cash, Jack joined the entrepreneurial world of mob gambling. And boy, was he good at it. I mean, let's say managing games. Now, rookies these days make bank, but back in Jack's day, a mere $4,000 annually. But Jack, with his side gigs, was allegedly stacking up a cool $50,000 every week. However, every hustle has its day. The NBA showed him the door, and soon his gambling shenanigans placed him smack in the middle of a college basketball scandal, implicating 27 players from 30 schools. The perks? Cash and, let's say, nighttime companionship. Ultimately, Jake's once bright spotlight pivoted to the cold bars of a jail cell. Simply put, from hoops to handcuffs. Jake Molina's journey is, well, unforgettable. Tim Donaghy, a referee, not a player, but equally notorious. 13 years of officiating NBA games, and what does he have to show for it? A 15-month vacation in federal prison, courtesy of shady dealings. In 2007, rumors of a ref betting on games he was officiating got the FBI's attention. And guess who it was? Yep, Donaghy, who admitted to pocketing a cool $30,000 for inside information. He nudged a game's outcome using coded language about injuries and, believe it or not, bad relationships between players and refs. Now, what was the result? Suspiciously high scores just a tad too often. Experts crunched numbers and eyebrows raised when teams hit above average scores 57% of the time, up from 44% of the previous season. Coincidence? I think not. Donaghy was swiftly suspended by the NBA, but he pulled the resignation card before they could even show him the exit. The climax? A 2008 court date and 15-month jail sentence with some extra supervision afterward. All this drama for $30,000? Seems like Donaghy's bet didn't quite pay off. Alright, NBA fans, let's rewind to Pennsylvania's young star, Tyreke Evans. Even in high school, people whispered, "Is that the next Tracy McGrady?" By senior year, he wasn't just the talk of the town. He was the country's top recruit, serving up 32 points a game on a silver platter. His crowning moment, snagging the MVP title in the McDonald's All-American game. From there, it was a short leap to Memphis, but the NBA was calling. Drafted even before the sharpshooting of Steph Curry, his rookie stats made basketball experts raise an eyebrow, joining a Hall of Fame rookie club with LeBron, MJ, and other legends. Tariq seemed destined for the stars, yet after sinking one of the longest game winners the NBA had ever seen, his trajectory wobbled. While he hopped from one team to another over the next 9 years, the legendary aura from his rookie days began to fade. In 2019, the NBA handed Tariq the red card, showing him the door for violating their anti-drug policy. 3 years later, he tried to bounce back, but the NBA gave him the cold shoulder. His brief dance with the G League team almost ended before it began, from being a potential legend to finding himself on the edge just a decade later. Next on our list is DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins throws it down and stands over Kuzma.
Well, if Boogie continued with his technical fouls and ejections for 2 more years, maybe Adam Silver would have considered the ban. But this isn't about the Boogie we all know and love. It's about a YouTuber named DeMarcus Cousins III, aka Gideon. While most fans grabbed courtside seats for an up-close view of the game, Gideon had a different agenda. A fresh haircut. There he sat as the game unfolded, transforming the hardwood into his personal barbershop. Miraculously, he managed to avoid being sent off the court. Talk about a close shave. Then he continued with his publicity stunts and took a courtside nap as if he were at home on a lazy Sunday. The NBA's response? Hey, stick to vlogging, not shooting. Not giving up, Gideon heads to Atlanta, clutching his pillow thinking, new place, fresh start. But the NBA remembered him and thought otherwise. They quickly showed him the exit, solidifying his status as the YouTuber who loved basketball, maybe a tad too much. Concluding our list with the story of Connie Hawkins, and his ban from the NBA is a tale of talent overshadowed by unfortunate circumstances. In the 1960s, Hawkins was a basketball prodigy with exceptional skills and incredible athleticism that set him apart from many of his peers. However, his journey to the NBA faced a significant setback due to allegation of involvement in a point-shaving scandal during his college years. In 1961, Hawkins was expelled from the University of Iowa, and his dream of playing in the NBA seemed to crumble. Now, the league was cautious about admitting players with any connection to point shaving, even if Hawkins was never directly implicated in the scandal. As a result, he was effectively banned from the NBA, and his talents went unseen by a wider audience. Hawkins continued his basketball career in various semi-professional leagues, including the American Basketball League and the Harlem Globetrotters. Despite being away from the NBA spotlight, he continued to showcase his skills, earning a reputation as one of the most dominant players outside the professional league. The turning point in Hawkins' NBA saga came in 1969 when the league finally decided to reevaluate its stance on him. The NBA Players Association filed a lawsuit on behalf of Hawkins, arguing that he had been unjustly banned from the league. As a result, the NBA settled with Hawkins and he was reinstated. At the age of 27, Connie Hawkins finally had the opportunity to play in the NBA. His debut with the Phoenix Suns in the 1969-1970 season marked the beginning of a remarkable career. Despite entering the league later than most players, Hawkins showcased the skills and made a significant impact. Hawkins' resilience allowed him to finally realize his dream and leave an indelible mark on the basketball world. Who might be the next player to face such a fate in today's NBA? Please like, subscribe, and comment what you think down below. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.